Hello, I'm Emma Hammett, the founder and CEO of First Aid for Life and the author of Burns, Falls and Emergency Calls. Today I want to talk to you about safety with fireworks. There's been a 111% rise in injuries from fireworks over the last few years. Last year, in the few days around Bonfire Night, there were 4,506 people admitted to A&E with fireworks-related injuries. So please be careful. If you are wanting to go and see fireworks, and we all love fireworks, if you want to go and see your fireworks, then the safest way to see them is to go to an organised display. However, if you want to do a display at home, then please make sure you have double-checked that your fireworks that you're buying comply with the safety regulations and that your garden is big enough to set them off, so that there aren't big trees like we've got and that there is enough space and that you're not creating additional dangers. Never go back to a lit firework, we all know that. Store them safely, store them separately and away from where you're lighting them. Okay, so if you're having your home your home fireworks display, make sure people are safely back and away from where you're lighting the fireworks, because it is possible for the fireworks to slip over and then shoot directly at the crowd. So just make sure that you are safe doing that. You need to have a first aid kit close and to hand, and make sure it's appropriately stocked. So I would suggest some burns dressings would be a good idea to have in there as well. Plenty of water, so make sure that you have easy, quick access to a tap with clean running water. So be it an outside tap or an inside tap, doesn't matter, but get there fast. Sand, a big bucket of sand, which you can put the fireworks out in. A fire blanket, in case somebody catches fire and you can smother them quickly. And a vial or a bottle of sterile saline, so that if sparks come off from the fireworks and they end up in people's eyes, that you can irrigate their eyes quickly and get those out. Right, sparklers. Sparklers get as hot as a welder's torch. So when kids are using sparklers, or when anyone is, but particularly with kids, make sure they stand far enough apart from each other. Make sure they're wearing gloves. They don't need to be wearing big, thick gloves, but make sure they're wearing some gloves. Explain to them how hot these get without scaring them, and make sure that they are very careful not to touch the hot end ever. And when they are finished, that they put them down or put them straight into the bucket of sand, preferably, so that nobody else is going to get burnt by them. So just make sure when they're dancing around using the sparklers that there is space to do so and they are being sensible with what they're doing. So please always supervise them. Burns, cool running water, cool, and cool some more. If it's a really serious burn, you will need the emergency services, but keep cooling that burn. Look out for signs of shock. If you want to dress the burn, and please don't rush to dress it, because cooling it is the most important. But if you want to dress it, then once you've cooled it for at least 15 minutes, don't forget we're burning, so don't rush to stick it in a plastic bag or some cling film, because you will then poach. But if you do want to dress it, a sterile plastic bag, if it's a hand that's burnt, can be really helpful, because what it does is it deprives the nerves of oxygen and makes it less painful, and it also protects it from infection. But as I said before, please don't rush to dress a burn. The most important thing you can do is run it under cool running water for a lot of time. If someone's clothes are on fire, stop, drop, wrap and roll. So stop them, because running around will fan the flames. Drop to the ground, again it will stop them from running around and it will make it harder for the flames to take hold. Wrap them in something that won't catch fire, so that's why you've got your fire blanket there especially. Otherwise a big thick coat or something will work for that, but just make sure it isn't going to catch fire. And roll them to just put that out, and protect your hands, don't put yourself at risk. And for sparks in the eyes, irrigate. So your sterile saline ideally, straight in, away from where it is, let it drip off there, and hopefully you'll be able to irrigate that out quickly. If there's any long-term or short-term problems, if they're not immediately okay again, then they should see a health professional. I hope that's been useful. Enjoy your fireworks. I love fireworks, but just keep safe in doing so. Thanks very much. That's Emma Hammett from First Aid for Life.